Hello, everyone, and happy Halloween. It is, I think Halloween's about 2 weeks from now, at least from when I'm filming this. And so I wanted to show you a fun, somewhat unconventional Halloween card. To be honest, I didn't really have much Halloween products this year, and I needed I wanted a Halloween project for my club. So this is what I came up with. So I don't know if you have a memory or not as a kid of putting hanging donuts up with a string on a tree limb and then having a contest to eat who eats the donut the fastest, usually in Halloween costume. At least that's what I did as a kid. And I know some of my club members understood what I was talking about and some didn't. So I don't know if it's a universal thing or not, but this is what I came up with for a Halloween card, is to show the donuts hanging on the string. But anyways, it uses Halloween colors, and I think it's kind of fun. You could certainly put happy birthday or change it up a little bit, but I'm going to show you how I kind of put it together. So the paper, the polka dot paper and this background paper is actually Halloween paper that was released in September of 24 as part of Stampin' Up's new scrapbooking line. And I apologize, I didn't bring up the pack here, but that's one back side, that's the orange, that's the purple, that's one back side. You can see the stripes. Actually, I think it's all, but I think there's one more pattern. It's green with like bubbles and black and white stripes. I think that's actually all the patterns. So that's where I got this paper. You can use any paper you want. So let me push these a little bit here. And so we're going to put the card together. I have my measurements here to tell you. So this is my card base. It's black. It is 11 by 4 1/4. I scored it in half at 5 1/2. So pretty kind of a standard card size. I'm going to just fold that nice. I always fold it and then fold it over because sometimes I get a little line there, and so then that's on the back. In case you were wondering. So that, let's see, we'll just put the layers together and then I'll do the stamping. So this is, I don't remember. Oh, I have it right there. Striped strip is 5 1/2, so wide, by 2 1/4. Again, you can make that however wide or skinny you want, and that's going to go on just like that. And you can kind of see there's a green stripe, purple stripe, white stripe, blue stripe, and an orange stripe. And then on the back side, it's pool party. And I'm not going to be too particular about which colors is on the top and which is on the bottom. Okay, so my next layer, you can see it, this one right here, is kind of this cool paper. So Stampin' Up! Just came out with it again in September with this line, and it is, might be hard for you to see. Oh yeah, it's probably hard for you to see. It's two-tone paper. I don't want to fold it, and I only have one piece up here. Let's see. Let's see if you can see the difference here. This one, on this card, I used the more gray side, or the lighter black side. In this one, I used the black side. So that's the black side, and that's the kind of gray side. So it's two-tone, so gray and black. And so they have, eventually, I think by next year, they're going to have every single color. I'll put the gray side down. Every single Stampin' Up! Color will have its own two-toned paper, and it is 12 by 12. It is thin, just like designer series paper, and sometimes, I don't really tell, sometimes if you rub it too much, sometimes you can see like a little marking from the oils from your fingers, because it's different than the regular cardstock. The other cool thing is it has a white core. I don't know if you can see it. So basically it's a piece of white paper, and they painted one side, and they printed one side, they printed the other side a lighter color. In the middle, you're left with white. So if you ripped it, you would see the white kind of fringe, versus the cardstock, it's color throughout. I'll have to do another video showing that, because I didn't think to bring up an extra piece. And then you can also, it's kind of cool, like some people are using embossing folders, particularly using the green paper there's a new folder with like evergreen trees, and then so they'll emboss it so you get a little white kind of through, and they're also using a sanding block, and they'll sand it so then you really get a little white through. I need to get a sanding block so I can try it because I don't have one. So anyways, there's more to come on that two-tone paper, but that's where I got it, and that's what it is. And the size of it is 4 3/4 by 4. And so then I have my orange, and so you could leave it flat as is, and that's fine. Or I just thought for something fun, I embossed this with the, I think it's just called Plaid, the embossing folder. So you can kind of see the difference between those two. This one has the plaid background, and that's plain. Again, I was just trying to jazz it up a little bit, so I'm going to use this one because I've already embossed it. All right. And just put that on there. Oh shoot, I shouldn't have done that. Darn it. Okay. I'm actually going to stop it. I'm going to get more of this because, and I need to show you to put the string on. Hold on one sec. Okay, I'm back. I know that was quick for you, but it took me a minute. So you can kind of see, this is that two-tone, the same colors. And actually now I can rip it to show you. So if you ripped it, see how you see that white core? You only see it on the side that you rip. But anyways, there's different techniques and stuff that you can do that we're learning about because it's not a product that we've had before. All right, so just gonna set that aside. This might have enough glue on it already. Yep, okay. So pretend that that's not glued down, and you glue down your pattern piece to your base or your layer piece. And now we need to put the string, on this piece before we put it on there. That's why I needed to stop. Okay. Set that aside. We need to make some donuts. I'm using, this is becoming a favorite, I'll do it this way, a favorite bundle of mine, the More Than Autumn bundle. And so you can see right here is a donut, and I have a die for a donut, but you get a whole lot of other pieces. So it's been having tons of fun playing with it. A lot of people have been, and so you can see a bunch of samples online as well as on my channel because I've done several things. Realized my microphone wasn't attached, so hopefully you could have heard me. I'm like, just dropped my piece. Okay. I am a true believer in you see what really happens. I don't edit anything out. Okay. I'm using Early Espresso ink. I'm going to stamp my donut. I'm going to cut that one out in a second. I've already cut 2 out. Figured I'd show you one. You didn't need to see me cut out 3 donuts. And I cut it on, this is pecan pie paper, and I'm using my light actually this is bronze. I'm using my bronze marker, and so, blends marker. You'll see with the donut there's, you can kind of see the frosting or the glaze on top, and then a little bit of the donut below. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking the bronze, which is a little bit darker, and I'm just coloring that to make it look like a chocolate donut. So when we used to do, I don't want to say bob for apples because we were eat the donuts off the tree. You can do any flavored donuts, but sometimes it's fun to have powdered donuts just because they make a mess, which is part of the fun. But that's hard to make it a card, the powdered donuts. So we're just doing chocolate. You can use any marker. If you don't have bronze, you could use even a brown Sharpie or colored pencils or I don't know, anything just to make it darker. All right, And it really just kind of bring them to life a little bit. So now we need to cut our donut. And there's a die. Just using my little mini machine. All right, and so you can see that there's two little bumps. This bump is a little bit more pronounced than this bump. And hopefully you can see on the die that you have the two bumps. So this one's a little more pronounced than that one. So that's what I'm going to line up like that. Now you could easily cut around that with scissors, but it's hard to cut out the hole of the donut. And we do need the hole because of the string. Oh, it shifted a little bit, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. I don't have any more brown paper, so this is what we're going to go with. I think I need to use washi tape with some of these. But actually what I can do, can't really fix the hole, but I am going to just trim this a little bit. There we go. I wonder, nope, I'm not going to do it. No one will even notice on the card. So if yours moves too, that's fine. All right, so what I'm going to do here, I may put that one right in the middle. I have my string, and so this is string. I don't know if you guys, sometimes it's a lost, well, I shouldn't say lost, but it's kind of hard to see in the catalog. So this is the annual catalog. And so right where they have the ribbons and the twines, if you look right here, kind of right in the seam, the fold, are these little spools. And so you have the vanilla, that's what we're using, but you also get black, white, what are the other two colors? Let's see. What even number is that? Must be 13. Nope. Why does it even have a number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, here it is, number 2. Oh, I see what they did. Sorry, guys. It's showing the twine here, and it's here. So number 2. So you get, it's crumb cake, white, gray granite, very vanilla, and black. But anyways, it's something I think that gets a little lost in there, but so we're using the very vanilla. Sorry about that. So I'm just going to stick these through. So you can either tie a knot or just kind of string them. I'm just going to string them. All right, and I'm going to use dimensionals. Actually, do I have any mini ones left up here? I don't think I do. Look at all. Oh, here I do. I have my mini ones. The mini ones just kind of work because they're little. All right, so I'm going to use actually I'm gonna do this side. I was gonna put the middle one in first, but I'm actually gonna do the side and then I can find the middle. This one I kind of put them at different levels. This one I did all kind of uniform. You can choose what you'd like. I do kind of like, so it's the donuts aren't all in the exact same position, because that would be unlikely to happen in real life. Let's see. Yep. These guys are little though. All right, so by doing the two sides, because I can kind of watch on the sides of the borders, now I can, oops. Find the middle. Again, I don't want it to be, I want the glaze to be different on each one. Okay, so there we go. So we have our string up there. You can either tie a knot here if you like, or leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. I will twist them a second, but I'm just gonna put a little, you have a choice. You can use your tape runner, you can put a tape runner there, or you could put tear tape down. I'm gonna use that. Rather than glue, because the glue and the string, that would get a little messy. All right, so now I have something sticky. So I'm gonna flip this back over. And if you want, you can just kind of twist them up a little bit. And then they just stick on the back. And you can always readjust it because it's not stuck like permanently yet. Like that. Move that one over. So there we go. So now I'm going to flip it over. You could continue with tear tape, or this, or now you can use the glue. And now we can put it on the card. So this, I already have that one, but since they are same size, we're just gonna put that right on top. I bet you forgot I even messed up at the beginning. Put that right on top. No one will ever know that there's an extra layer under there. Okay. So now, like I said, the only, oh, I didn't bring the, I have a stamp, but I didn't bring up the whole, I think it's called Celebrate the Year, Cheers to the Year, something like that. Has a trick or treat, and this is the only current Halloween stamp that I have. We're going to use that on the inside, but this is an old paper pumpkin stamp. So what I did is I used white embossing powder and stamped it, and I'm just going to cut. That's what's one of the great things about Paper Pumpkin is each month comes with a stamp set, and that you can save and use forever. Like this one has to be, golly, over 5 years old. Has to be longer than that. This was an early one, and you know they'll work forever. So it's kind of cool. If you are wondering about Paper Pumpkin, write something in the comments, and I can even send you a link. Or I think you can just go to paperpumpkin.com and find it. But they're monthly crafting kits. Everything you need comes right in the box each month to make. They're mostly cards. All right. So again, you can, actually maybe I'll do it for that one because each one I've kind of done straight. So I'll make that one crooked. And I am going to use dimensionals. I'll do Happy Halloween. And then for the inside, push that stuff all over. You can see that I did Trick or Treat. I did purple on that one. This one, what I did, or what I will do, I have just a, that's 5 by 3 3/4. I have some black ink that we used earlier. Actually, no, we didn't use this one. We used black ink on a different video I made. And I'm going to just stamp trick or treat. And I could leave it. That could be fine. It's smudged with the last video. I need to wash off. Sometimes, here's another hint. Sometimes, see how you can get all that ink on the insides of the covers? You gotta be careful because then sometimes it goes on the outside of the covers and then it goes on your fingers. So I need to wash that off. So what I did do is just while I was embossing all the Happy Halloweens with the white powder, I decided to do the trick or treat. And I only did the treat, I didn't need the whole thing. So I just did the bottom with white. And then we are going to, let's mix this one up. Since that's purple, we'll put orange on the inside. I'm just going to trim that. Cut that out. And I'm fine if it's not perfectly cut. You could even, I will even do that. Put it on the diagonal since I put the front on the diagonal. My glue is almost empty. All right. And we're gonna glue it down versus dimensionals because it's the inside of the card. And we'll just kind of put it on the diagonal a little bit. And there we go. So that's the inside, just to give a little color. So there are my donut cards. My Halloween cards. Everyone who's getting Halloween cards getting a donut card this year from me. Because I really do love this stamp set. I think it's a great one. I hope you like it. Let me know if you used to eat donuts off a string, off a tree in Halloween. It'd be kind of fun to see who does and who doesn't. You can certainly put that in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. I am Christine Josty of Mail Something Pretty. Have a great day.